Good afternoon, everybody. Jen and I thought we would talk about our day on the range today. And of course, you haven't been out since March. And what did we do first? We did the standard target that they give us. When you go there to the place, it's kind of, everybody's a little uptight, right? It's like not the family-friendly, encouraging environment that it's the advertisement on Google is like a fine, family-oriented, encouraging. It encourages everyone with kindness and encouragement to learn the shooting art. And the guy's like, God damn it, don't tell me any shit, I'll kick you. Not to us, of course, we were following the rules. So they give you this, they give you these standard targets. And this was Jen, so you were using the 9mm on here, and you got some pretty good, I don't know how well you can see.
You got 2 rounds right here next to each other. Got one here, got one right here by the X, got one here, and then kind of scattered around out here, but I still got a pretty good pattern.
Yeah, and then then we hung up a person target, and you did real well in the center. You've got some 9mm, and you also used your 815.
Right, I've got 2 right here. Within an inch grouping, 2 9mm rounds here. I've got one here, here. And then one up here. So it's head off, and then here and here, and then all the 22 kind of went in here, and I got 4 22 all in 1 inch diameter. I got 4 rounds in.
Yeah, so that was very good shooting with that. You had that well adjusted.
The iron sights, I adjusted those actually already here at home a little prior to, and as much as I don't like the iron sights, I did amazingly well with them.
You did. For me, the iron sights the adjustment wasn't good for me on that, so we'll talk about that. I started out also, and I did pretty good. I mean, it's been 30 years since I was shooting. And I got some action in the middle there, a pretty good grouping, and I was really pleased with the Beretta. And I said before, I thank Jen for encouraging me to get the Beretta because it was the perfect amount of firepower for me to handle. So I had a good grouping there, and basically everything was on. I never felt like I missed, what were we, 25 yards or something? I never felt like I missed the target altogether. So I was pretty pleased today with that. I was very pleased actually for about 30 years. And then we went over, we put up the human target here. I didn't get any X. I was still pleased that I was basically within the body. I got a good throat shot there for that major arterial vein that goes up and down there. So everything was on. But then I went to use the A15, Jen's 22. And you can see all of my action tends to be down at the side here because, I could not really get the sight to work for me because I could not lower it onto my shoulder. So I actually had to kind of use it in a raised position. But Jen said it's probably because you're not rolling. You sort of have to roll your shoulder into the
you have to roll your shoulder into the rifle stock.
Yeah, but I would say for being out of shooting for 30 years, I think that was a pretty good effort. I was more nervous about the people standing next to me. We had that that blonde girl that was almost wheeling around with the 38 Smith & Wesson. I don't know whether it was her boyfriend or somebody was in that. I mean, she's wheeling with a live gun and just, oh, it just hurts to do this. Could you look at this? I'm like, holy shit. I was nervous that I was going to get my caboose blown off by her on the line. So I was keeping half an eye on her, and then that. So hopefully you saw the videos on the earlier when it went up, and Jen's going to be doing one for the tow lab here. But all in all, a fun day, and something we definitely want to do again for 15 bucks. But, you know, people got to be careful. We saw some people doing some stupid stuff out there in the range. You know, when they tell you cease fire, you're supposed to stand away from the firing line and go sit on the benches in the back. And, you know, once in a while you have some dick up there reaching through the bag or grab his stuff. And the guy has to kind of yell, I guess, to make his point over there.
Well, you want to make sure that you basically, when they say ceasefire, you want to clear your firearm. That means you take the magazine out, clear the chamber, and lay it open to where he can walk by and see that it's completely unloaded and no round is in the chamber.
Yeah, and they had to be pointed down range. And you were surprised when he said no holsters on the range.
Yeah. So I was gonna, you know, practice draw stroke and stuff. And basically for her, he said no holsters allowed. So when it comes basically to tactical shooting and all that,
you ain't gonna do it there.
Can't do it there, so we'll have to find a different place for doing that.
To take a road trip, I guess, more out to a country kind of place, but it was crowded out there, wasn't it? I mean, it was hella crowded.
It was really packed, especially in the rifle range. And I asked the gentleman if we could just shoot the 22 out there where the pistol range is, and he said, yeah, 22 is no problem. He even let this other guy shoot the 12 gauge with slugs.
Yeah, we had a guy next to us shooting a black powder gun. It looked like he was shooting mini balls, but the problem was he had to load every single one of them. He had a few, you know, I won't say misfire, but, you know, dead, like nothing would happen. It's very dangerous to have that kind of firearm on the firing line because you got to pick it up and start to examine it, you know, and it's charged.
We had also two guys, 2 sections over to the left that shot a AR-15. I'm not sure what caliber they were shooting, but the guy had several malfunctions, feed issues, and they packed up within like 15 minutes and they were gone. It appeared to me also that the gentleman did not quite know, like he appeared to me like he had never even touched that gun before.
So, you know, that's why I was keeping half an eye on trying to be aware of what was around me, because you had, you know, girlfriends coming out for the first time and just trying to learn to shoot, and 4 shots and they're done. You know,
and this all comes down to the fact, again, as mentioned in the video before, you want to know your firearm first, so that you know that, okay, if it's got a double feed, what do I have to do? I pop out the magazine and I rack it, or with like the AR, you just actually don't even take the magazine, you just cock it again, and it'll just
well, you know what to do. So a lot of the stuff that we went over before held me in very good stead. You know, I was great at keeping my finger off the trigger today, and then Jen is like, handle it with your dominant hand only, and you know, opening the action and making sure it was clear and sitting it down. So I felt after the first hour like I started feeling real comfortable with being it. Of course, the hardest part was loading up the, and I know you loaded a lot for me, thankfully, because I think when that Beretta being brand new, everything is just so tight.
Actually, the 10-round magazines are a pain in the arse. I used to have 17-round and 15-round magazines, and they were so easy to load. I could load them all day long. It's the 10-rounders, they have this really tight spring.
Brutal.
Even the ones for the Glock that I'm now forced to use. 10-rounders are really hard. So there's something what you call a quick loader, a plastic thing that you slide over the magazine and then you push the top slide the bullet in, let it go, and then you can load a 10 round magazine in no time.
That's what we need to
And
sell.
no sore thumbs.
Took a toll, I think, especially on Jen, because she ended up loading a lot for me, because you know, it's just my hands aren't as strong and stuff.
250 bullets, baby.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching and joining us out on the range. We'll have many more of those enjoyable afternoons out there. Thanks.